Hi folks, welcome to the show, and welcome to the grand finale of the absolute disaster that has been Phineas and Ferb months. Not all songs are created equal, and when you end up writing 300 plus for a series, naturally some of them are going to get more attention than others. It also doesn't help when your parent company doesn't release any new music in the last few years of the show's life. Phineas and Ferb is best known for its catchy and well-written songs. The best known ones are easily songs like Busted, There's a Platypus Controlling Me, Summer Belongs to You, Backyard Beach, Gitchy Gitchy Goo. But if you look at the songs people remember most, you'll notice a pattern. I'll give you a moment to try and guess what it is. Give up? Okay, they're all from seasons 1 and 2. There are 7 Phineas and Ferb albums, not counting Candice Against the Universe, and most of them are dedicated to songs from seasons 1 and 2, with some songs even being part of multiple releases. But when you get to about the halfway point of season 3, the selection of songs available gets slimmer and slimmer. Since so much of season 3 and 4 songs aren't readily available, it's obvious why they aren't as fondly remembered as songs from the first half of the show, which is a real shame because so many of these are just as good, if not better than what came before. And I think it's about time we gave some of these songs their dues by looking at 10 of the most criminally underrated Phineas and Ferb songs, in my opinion. For a song to qualify for this list, it has to have not been officially released outside of the episode, both because those are the ones people are going to remember less of, and I don't want this video to get claimed.
I was so impressed, I commissioned a whole new jingle.
Starting off the list with this James Bond-inspired song from season 4, all about evil timeshares as a real estate agent sings about deposits. I swear, it's way more engaging than that description makes it sound, especially with how powerful the singer's voice is. It also has Doof dancing for the whole thing, so that's a bonus.
Doof and Schmartz, swanky new evil lair.
Yes, swanky.
It's an even swap, a variation on a timeshare. He can use the kitchen and the hallway closet. Don't touch the rocket or you'll lose your deposit. It's an old school evil hideout vacation swap. It's an elegant lair with spectacular views, but the carpets are white, so please take off your shoes. The wiring is new, so you won't blow an electrical fuse. It's a swanky new evil hideout vacation, an old school evil hideout vacation. Yes, it's Doof and Schmartz evil hideout vacation swap.
Yeah, look at these swanky moves.
Vacation swap.
Thanks, Cheryl. My real estate agent. Go.
I think most people know about Alka's Going Down, but did you know that wasn't the first Love Muffin group number? Because only this show would have a chorus number made entirely of evil scientists. And Doofenshmirtz. I don't really have all that much to say here, I just personally find this one of the funniest and catchiest songs of the entire show. In terms of visuals, it also features a lot of great designs, which even have some callbacks to earlier episodes. What more could you possibly want?
If you wanna see evil tonight at its best, we're the cruelest of people, put us to the test. If you're looking for heinous and iniquitous acts, ethics cannot contain us, sit back and relax. One of these cats will be our villainous star, so without further ado, here they are.
I'm Rodney, and I'm from the great state of South Dakota, home of beautiful Mount Rushmore. For now.
I'm Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz, and I like unicorns and rainbow. Wait, we'll switch my...
I'm Dr. Diminutive, and I don't have a Napoleon complex. Napoleon had a me complex. Don't cross me!
Of course, the love muffin bylaws which govern us all say to enter this pageant, you must be this tall, so disqualified.
You can't do that!
Yes, we can!
Why?
'Cause we're evil. Evil tonight.
Excuse me, me. Is this the way to the stage?
All the little white lies we tell each other. You see, Perry the Platypus?
An upbeat song with a positive message that, of course, features Doofenshmirtz's Union chorus girls. My only real negative is the middle of the song really starts to drag on, which is why it isn't higher on the list. But it has an explosive finale with Doofenshmirtz's best high note ever, and I'm only half joking about that.
You see, Perry the Platypus, lies are the glue that holds society together. People lie about their mileage, they lie about the weather. They lie to spare each other's feelings, they lie to stay in bed. They lie to feel important about all the books that they've read.
You look good in that hat.
Lies!
I don't think you have too many cats.
Lies!
Your hair looks nice when it's up like that.
Lies, 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 lies!
Oh yeah, the house looks great.
Lies!
You haven't put on any weight.
Lies!
Oh, I thought you said 8.
Lies, 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 lies! People say that it's alright, they're only trying to be polite. But even though they're little and white, they're lies! Yes, everyone says it's alright, and I don't want to start a fight. But you know the ties that bind us tight are lies! Did you hear that high note? That was the A above middle C.
No, Mom! You've got to see what Phineas and Ferb are doing! They're building a roller coaster!
Candice, you've already used that one.
Yes, I know, I said this list was mainly about songs from seasons 3 and 4, but this one's not on any album, so it counts. One of 2 songs from Roller Coaster the Musical that wasn't included in the Across the First and Second Dimension soundtrack. I mean, they put Not Knowing Where You're Going on, but not this. I think this is the most underrated Candice solo in the entire show. I don't know what it is, but Ashley Tisdale just kills it whenever it comes to the pop rock style, bringing this energy to everything. For this song, her voice has this echo effect, which makes perfect sense since the song is about Candice listing things that's happened in the past. It always amazes me how many recap songs this show did, and how each of them is able to stand out on its own, even if I think this is the best one.
Mom, look! Don't roll your eyes at me! Mom, look! Just come over and see! Mom, look! It shouldn't be so hard! Mom, look! They built it in the backyard, but they made it winter in June.
I didn't see it.
Built a rocket to the moon.
I didn't see it.
Mom, they caused me so much pain.
Now, Candice.
Once they even gave me Perry's brain.
Oh, for crying out loud.
They built a submarine, a time machine, a haunted house that made me scream. Drove cattle through the mall, built a giant bowling ball, blew me up to 50 feet, a cherry dragged me down the street. Made their stupid clothes a fashion craze, shoelace tips a household phrase, shot me through a circus tent, always asked for Perry when a lava flow destroyed my face, a giant roller derby race, thought it came in out of ice, built a roller coaster twice. Long closet Ducky Momo fan to go to a science fiction and fantasy convention and find cool, rare Ducky Momo collectibles without anybody discovering her dark, humiliating secret.
Can you tell Candice is my favourite character? From an intense pop rock song to a slow emotional song about holding on to things from your childhood that still make you happy, even if people in your life wouldn't approve of it. It's a wonderfully moving song about the impact fictional characters can have on us even after we've grown up, and how keeping them in our lives helps us feel comfortable and safe, which is something I don't know anything about at all.
When I was small, the world was such a strange place. And that was all until I saw his strange face quacking in slow-mo. Ducky Momo is my friend, and since we met he's been a friend to count on. If I could bet, I'd put the full amount on, never needing to know more. Then Ducky Momo is my friend. All the lessons that he's taught me brought me luck. Now when life throws eggs, I know how to duck. Oh, but now the world just points and laughs at me here. The hidden girl who risks so much to be here, showing my face is a no-no. But Ducky Momo's still my friend. Ducky Momo is my friend. Ducky Momo is my friend.
You two are pretending to be divorced? Why would you do that?
Now, you child, let me explain.
why is this Charlene's only singing role in the show? It's nice getting a view into Doofenshmirtz and Charlene's relationship when it was still kinda loving. We never even really found out how they got together or why Charlene loved him, though she kept his last name for some reason. It's such a sweet number about lying in order to get tax benefits that by the time it's done, you honestly can't help but root for these two. Its lyrics aren't as clever as other songs on the list, but I just really love the energy in this one.
Let me explain.
When a dictator gets deposed and then he's thrown into the dock, his wife is thrown in right beside him under key and lock. So to avoid a situation with such limited appeal,
Me and Mrs. Doofenshmirtz, we struck a little deal.
we told everyone around us we had split.
Yes, we were through. So if they came to haul me off, they wouldn't get her too.
There's that, and then there's also tax advantages, of course.
All the convoluted reasons we pretend to be divorced. We get double the amount of discount coupons in the menu. We have twice the junk to offer in our annual yard sale. We each have our separate bathroom, bedrooms, living rooms, and dens. We see each other all the time, but through a telescopic lens.
We don't agree on restaurants or where to holiday.
But now for those activities, we go our separate ways.
We spend so little time together, conversations never forced. All the convoluted reasons we pretend to be divorced.
Okay, I get it. You're still married.
And over here are the spontaneous musical number dioramas. Ooh, Danville is known for its spontaneous musical numbers. For instance...
When I was rewatching the whole show in preparation for Candice Against the Universe, this is one of the ones that really stuck out to me. I think this song has some of the funniest, most clever lyrics in the entire series. It's also just so catchy, and when Candice and the other people on the tour start to get into it, you're right there with them. Like some other entries, this song just keeps ramping up the intensity, especially when that chorus kicks in and more backing singers get layered on. My only real complaint is how short it is, just barely being over a minute long. But what can I say? I'm a sucker for world building.
Ooh, Danville is known for its spontaneous musical numbers. For instance, a lot of people know that the tri-state area used to be a bi-state area with an adjacent area over there. What people don't know is that originally it was 3 distinct single-state areas, but people don't care. The founders of the area were independent thinkers, completely unaffected by bureaucratic hurdles, and that's why the Capitol building was moved from Sri Lanka on the backs of 7 giant sea turtles. It's the history of an area, the tri-state area, for mostly from adobe and seaweed. If you've heard it different elsewhere, that's historical hysteria, so stop believing everything you read. Over here's a diorama of the first diorama of Vincent Diorama, who lived right here. When I say right here, I mean in this very room, till we moved into a studio apartment last year. It's the history of an area, the tri-state area. Don't mean to cause a ruckus or a fuss. It's the birthplace of the Onion and the Danville cafeteria, and home of Dick with Taylor's cousin Us. It's the history of an area, the tri-state area, where Planet Venus holds some office space. Try to think of someplace better, well I double dog dare ya, but if you can't, then get out of my face. It's the history of the tri-state area. And now step this way for the history of accounting.
Gotta find Mom. Gotta find Jeremy.
Ashley Tisdale is the best singer of the main cast, so naturally giving Candice this angsty rock duet with herself would be nothing short of spectacular. One thing I can't praise enough is how distinct Ashley is able to make her voice for the 2 different Candices. There's also this constant rise of intensity through the song as the vocals start crossing over each other. It is downright criminal. This is one of the few season 2 songs that wasn't included on any album.
Me, myself, and I don't see eye to eye. Me, myself, and I don't get along. Me, myself, and I can finally say goodbye. This collaboration always felt so wrong. There's 2 of us on the scene, and I don't want to sound mean, but I'll tell you that I'm happy without me. I've been holding me back, but now I'm on my own track. We're done. Finito, I'm free. From here on
These last two choices aren't going to be anything mind-blowing, but I mean, they're just so good nothing else could take these spots. Aerial Area Rug is such an uplifting, tongue-in-cheek parody of A Whole New World that perfectly captures the exhilaration of soaring through the air, how it's able to be tranquil yet epic at the same time. Then there's the visuals. This is probably one of the best looking scenes in the series, with the actual animation of the Aerial Area Rug, and then there's the colours when they rise above the clouds, and don't even get me started on that key change.
Can't see much of the skyline. It looks like more of a grid. It's a viable variation of view, but it's something I'm sure we'll be glad that we did. It's not like the world that we see from the ground. I guess the main difference is we're looking down. So climb on our aerial rug. It's certain to keep us aloft. Its aerodynamics are highly advanced, and its weave is so tight and so soft. Though this vista's diverse, is it better or worse? If you'll ask, I'll just give you a shrug. But you can vary your view of the area from our aerial rug. It's a brand new perspective, literally. We can see the tops of buildings. Come along with me. You can vary your view of the area from our aerial rug. You can vary your view of the area from our aerial rug.
Oh, thank you, boys. This was lovely.
And the number one most underrated Phineas and Ferb song is...
I want your money, I'm strapped for cash. I need your money too lazy to get a job. Give me your money, I'm not being funny. Give me your money today.
This is a brilliant work of satire. It's my new favourite show.
Okay, for real this time.
Okay, well, maybe we should get going. Hop in, everyone. We're going cruising.
Yeah, I'm basic. What of it? But My Sweet Ride is one of the songs from the series that really stands out. Nothing else in the entire catalogue feels or sounds like this, obviously due to the doo-wop style. I also think this style really fits Vincent Martella, as it's one of my favourite times Phineas has sung. And like the last song, yes, there is a key change, and yes, it's amazing. I think this song is getting close to no longer being considered underrated, just because, as with most things that are underrated, everyone started talking about how underrated it is, therefore making it no longer underrated because now everyone knows about it. But screw it, I just really wanted to talk about this amazing song. And it somehow made it to the number one spot despite barely passing 1 minute. But I guess that's why we have the replay button.
You're gonna love just what this car can do. We worked really hard just to trick it out for you. A simple push of a button changes the pattern and the hue on your sweet ride.
My sweet ride. Look, the visor's a vanity.
And the glove box has real hands. It steers itself, there's a trophy shelf, and it opens up your cans. And if you need a rocket engine, you'll be the envy of the whole gang.
My car has a turret that goes. We're gonna
Cruising without friends. Follow me, we're almost there.
Let's deploy the shoots, Ferb. There's romance in the air. There's nothing I'd rather do than take a moonlight drive with you in your sweet ride.
My sweet ride.
And that concludes Phineas and Ferb months. Despite the fact nothing went quite according to plan, I really enjoyed dedicating a month and a half to just talking about one of my favourite shows of all time. But yeah, I'm not doing that again.